Every anime has that one animator whose work leaves a mark on the series. Someone who consistently delivers iconic battle scenes, earning a place in the legacy of the show. With Attack on Titan, for example, it's Arifumi Imai. With My Hero Academia, it's Yutaka Nakamura. And for One Piece, that animator is Katsumi Ishizuka. Today we're diving into his remarkable 23-year journey with One Piece, a legacy built over 2 decades of artistry. While Ishizuka's most significant recognition came during the Wano arc, his contributions stretch all the way back to Lockdown. He made his debut on the TV anime in episode 49. Though his work did not stand out at first during these episodes, Ishizuka was already making his mark in the early One Piece movies. His early work on these movies is where he was able to show his potential during this time period. One of his standout early contributions was the 2002 Chopper movie, where he created a very cool action sequence for Zoro's finisher. Ishizuka also worked on Dead End Adventure, which is one of my favorite early One Piece films, and even served as an assistant animation director for the edgy Zoro movie. After the series progressed, Ishizuka's style began to shine through. While his contributions were tame compared to later, you could start to see his signature flair with dynamic, expressive character acting animation, strong impact, and intense smears. These early sequences, though brief, were a clear indication of his potential. His ferocious style meshed perfectly with Koizumi's character designs, and his effects work was steadily evolving. But it was during the Alabasta arc where Ishizuka truly began to print his impact on One Piece. His first big defining moment came with the iconic climax between Luffy and Crocodile. Here, Ishizuka's mastery of strong impact and effects reached new heights, delivering a finale worthy of such an epic showdown. The sheer intensity of Luffy and Crocodile's expressions during the final strike was elevated by his raw art and use of smears, making it one of the most memorable sequences in One Piece's history. From that point onward, Ishizuka would appear on the series' most impactful finishers. Whether it was Luffy beating Enel, Lucci, or Luffy vs. Usopp, Ishizuka was behind some of the most iconic finishers in the series. His work was especially prominent during the Enies Lobby arc, where he served as an animation director and frequently contributed key animation as well. From Sanji's Diable Jambit to Luffy's debut for Gear Second, his action scenes and animation supervision were defined by their explosive, earth-shattering impact, and of course the iconic jet Gatling was the prime example. During Impel Down and Marineford, Ishizuka's work was also very good as an animation director. However, the post-timeskip period marked a bit of a downturn for One Piece's animation as a whole at the beginning, and Ishizuka's work, while still good, began to show signs of inconsistency, or rather lower drawing quality than before. But Ishizuka would soon rebound during the Punk Hazard arc. The fight between Smoker and Virgo in particular showcased his ability to make each blow feel like a sledgehammer. The grounded brawler-style action in this was refreshing to see, especially with Ishizuka nowadays aiming for high-scale action and not grounded one. During the Dressrosa arc, Ishizuka left, and his only participation during this time was in the East Blue special on Zoro vs. Mihawk. By this point, his signature style had evolved further, with his smears becoming even more intense, amplifying the ferocity of Zoro's attacks in a way that added an extra layer of intensity compared to the original. Ishizuka's return to prominence came during the later half of Whole Cake Island, where he animated Luffy punching Sanji in episode 825, to then proceed to deliver some of the best animation the series has gotten, this time showcasing stylistic influences from the likes of Yutaka Nakamura. One of my favorite sequences during this time is Sanji attacking Daifuku. In an arc where every Sanji fan was craving action, it felt more than needed. He would appear regularly for Luffy vs. Katakuri and some other action throughout the arc until he concludes the fight. With each participation, Ishizuka would surpass himself here. After that is where things enter a whole new dimension for One Piece and its animators, where the new series director Tatsuya Nagamine would transform One Piece into a playground of talent evolution, and Ishizuka wasted no time to prove that. He now gets more ambitious with his work and starts applying brush strokes combined with impact frames, exaggerating his smears more than ever before. He just took everything into a whole new level, giving Luffy, Zoro, and Sanji absolutely insane sequences, picking with what could be Ishizuka's best key animation to this day for Zoro's Onigiri. But with Dragon Kaido in action, it got too overwhelming for Ishizuka, so he decided to take a break from key animation and take a whole new approach in his career. He started storyboarding action. And ladies and gentlemen, this is where One Piece's action entered a dimension never seen before. The series would have good animation, but rarely if ever gets ambitious storyboards that really allow the animators to go this wild. Ishizuka gave us that and assembled extremely talented animators to work on his storyboard, like Tu Young-soo, then Akihiro Ota, then Chris and Vincent Chansar, and now even more people are joining. Ishizuka's storyboards take the scale of the fight to a whole new dimension, and for Zoro vs. King, he even supervised the animation on the top of storyboarding it, with fantastic animators executing his ideas. And now with Galaxy Impact, Honesty Impact, and Galaxy Divide, Ishizuka's output on the One Piece franchise is nothing short of amazing. And unlike many others who stick to their comfort zone after that many years of working, Ishizuka continues to experiment to this day and aims for heights never reached before in the series. And I genuinely can't wait for his next work, especially if given more time because of the anime break. That should be it. If you want to hear more about Ishizuka, I have talked in detail about individual episodes he's worked on recently for Garp. Thanks for watching, like and subscribe. See you next time.